Now talk.
Hey, we're live.
Hey, we're live. We're back. You're just going to add the music later, or has that already been playing?
The music already played.
Oh, cool.
Didn't have
All right.
the board connected.
Good way to start the show.
Struggle bus.
That's
It's
awesome.
fine.
Hey, Grappling Dad's back again. Paul here with Austin, the non-dad. All right, we'll impregnate him live on the show and make him a dad. It'll be fine.
Gross.
Gross. Come on, this is Grappling Dad. It's not Dad.
Well, I mean, Kip has another reason for not being here.
Oh, God, traffic.
Traveling, yeah.
Traffic, I tell you. I think he's just slowly trying to back out, like, I'm, air quotes, sick, and then air quotes, traffic. Like, sorry, guys. It slowly steps back.
He says he misses us and the show, so, you know.
Well, it's easy to say that when you're not here.
Yeah, he's not here.
I tell you.
So,
See what happens next week.
F that guy.
Maybe I'll take a break. How you like it, Kip?
Is it just going to be me talking the entire time?
Oh, man. I was assuming he'd be here next week, but I guess that's a terrible assumption at this point.
Yeah. What if he's not here and you're like shoving it to the man?
This is your show. I'm bequeathing it to you. Enjoy.
This is going to be like Bill Burr talking to himself for an hour.
Oh,
But he's good at it.
how do people do that?
He's good at it.
So I originally, before I did the podcast, I didn't have anybody to podcast with. So I tried talking to myself, and it's impossible. I can't do it. I need interaction. I need eye contact. With no eye contact, I can't do it.
Someone asked me, I can't remember who it was. They're like, is Paul always looking at you or is he looking like off in the distance? I go, sometimes at me. I mean,
As I'm searching for answers, I don't know.
It's like, I don't think he's just staring eloquently into my eyes.
No, we're not making the romantic eye contact, if you will. But yeah, I'm
Yet.
looking yet, right?
It's not that strong yet.
I'm only 1 quarter into this beer, so we'll see how this goes.
Celsius.
You got a Celsius.
Pat McAfee drinks these all the time.
I don't know who that is.
He's a former punter. Now he's on YouTube.
Punter?
Punter, NFL punter. But he was like a crazy NFL punter. He'd actually hit people.
Oh, nice.
It's just,
Good for him.
yeah, right?
I like violence, so that makes me happy.
8 years in the NFL. Could have easily played another 8 to 10 because
Really?
it's punting.
It's punting, yeah.
Right. And he's like, no, I want to do broadcasting. So he joined like Barstool Sports, was on ESPN Game Day.
Nice.
A bunch of that stuff. And then he has his own YouTube channel now, went on his own, and gets millions of people watching his crap on YouTube.
Does he just talk to himself?
No, he has a group of people.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And they have a betting show I follow pretty
Oh, neat,
religiously.
yeah.
So,
Well, you went betting, man. You're into this.
yeah, it's a problem.
It's becoming a real issue, is it?
Yeah, so their motto on Hammer Down is if you can pay rent and eat, you're good. And I'm like, yeah.
That's fair. Well, what about saving for retirement? Not to be the old guy here, but
I have a savings, yeah. I have a 401k.
oh, okay, having a 401k and saving enough to retire is two
I
different things.
contribute to it.
It's not what I said.
I'm planning for the future, actively planning for the future.
Have you done the math?
No.
Well, that's a problem.
I'm 31. I'm fine.
No, that's old, bro.
What if I hit a big bet and then I just put that all on my 401k?
I'm not even mad at that. That's fair.
Right.
Like, you could do better than
I
me
mean,
in
I'm
one
not
bet.
going to.
Like, you don't know, though.
I have hit a couple bets over $1,000.
Dang.
One was the Wimbledon semifinals.
Okay. Let me ask you this, though, before you go too far. Do you take that money and invest it, or do you take that money and, like, re-gamble it?
So my strategy is I put more than half back into my savings or into my checking, whatever, back into my personal banking account, and then I play with the rest.
That's fair.
But I'm always contributing back, and there's a line. If I ever get close to that line, I'll be done gambling.
So do you, like, is it kind of like a bill? Like, $200 a month is just gambling.
Yeah.
And then you take the winnings and you just, like, rather than 200, it's 800 because you won?
Yeah,
Okay. So it's a bill to you.
pretty much. Yeah. This is my play money.
Oh, man. I hate that so hard. It just blows my mind. I can't.
If I had kids and or a wife, I wouldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it even sans wife and kids. It's one of those. It's
Have you ever been to a casino?
Yeah.
We discussed this last time, but
yeah. I can't do it.
You've never bet?
I have once, and I hated it
Why?
because rather than getting something for my money,
Sure.
like an experience or
You
a
did get an
thing,
experience.
I did not
I will
feel like
argue.
it was an experience. Okay, I can see your argument, but I respectfully, semi-vehemently disagree. Okay. Well, I won't die on the hill again. The experience was bad because I put my money in a slot and then it was just gone.
Yep.
Like, I could have bought a beer, anything,
You could have won more money,
but I didn't.
like I did. So when I was in Vegas for tennis, put in $20, 180, walked away, done. I left Vegas a winner.
So maybe if my first experience was winning, I could have changed my life. But
You might have a problem.
I might have I do tend to have a problem. Like, I'm that guy that I find something new and I have to know everything about it.
You don't say.
Everything. Oh, you've
We've seen this with you a lot.
yeah, that's a real issue. So there's gambling or there's this. I'm not sure which is worse.
I have a very addictive personality. It's why I don't drink, because I know it'd become a problem. Coffee, it's a problem. For a while, I was drinking 5 to 6 cups a day.
Bro.
Right. I was working overnight, so it was a little more understandable, but still.
Oh, yeah. If you're working overnight, that's
still a lot.
That's just what you do to stay awake.
Yeah, but it's still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I cut back down to 2. Now I'm at 2 a day, and I can get by with 1.
See, I had to cut down to 1. It's a large cup, right? But it's only 1 because of muscle twitches.
Yeah.
That's a
I would have
issue.
an eye twitch, and I'd be like, that's got to be the caffeine.
It has to be, yeah. But it takes like a week for it to go away. Like, you stop the caffeine, and it's just like it continues to twitch.
The, what is that, decay rate, I believe, of the caffeine in your body, just super slow, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like, when you drink a coffee before bed and you can't sleep, that's why. It's easy.
Yeah.
Is that why? Dan Campbell, head coach of the Lions. He gets 2 ventis from Starbucks, pours a bunch of shots in there, downs them every day. It's over 1,000 milligrams of coffee or caffeine.
Dang.
How is he not dead?
I wonder if you just get used to it. Like,
Probably.
that's just what it is.
A little bit.
Like,
and he's yoked like he's a big dude, but still.
Much like us. Yoked. You're looking jacked, man. I can tell you've been working out. Yeah, look at you go.
I'm trying to be the top mount.
Got a little triceps
athlete.
popping out. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Ale. 2 guys now could be. Speaking of ale, you should probably talk
I was going to
about
say, it's been 10 minutes. We haven't discussed our sponsor. Top Mount Apparel, topmountapparel.com. August 28th, they'll be in Oak Lawn, Illinois. That is this upcoming Saturday. Submission Arts United, they're sponsoring shirts for the first 100 to enter, so that's probably already gone. The first 100 has already been decided. They've probably already signed up because people sign up for jiu-jitsu tournaments like it's crazy. So you should still go. They'll have a kiosk there, I'm assuming, and you can buy some Top Mount stuff. Or you can go online, topmountapparel.com, use GD10 at checkout, and save yourself a couple of dollars. They are winding down, it looks like, on appearances. This is like their fall session, maybe.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, this is the last one of their giant list of like 20 they had.
It's so much going on.
Maybe Al needs a break.
Al doesn't need a break.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
a
he
brown
does.
belt. He can do it all.
Can he?
Of course, yeah. That's what I presume. I'll never know.
Eventually he'll know.
Eventually I'll know.
Patreon. Hey, thanks. Again, we still got to get shirts, but Kip keeps
not being around.
coming.
Yeah. Sorry.
He was sick.
We love you anyway.
You're right. And then he had a vacation with his family, saw all the photos, looked like it was a ton of fun. But
it did look like it was fun. I'll give him that.
Maybe I should.
Wisconsin Dells, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have got a hold of Ben. Ben is over there.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Hey, Ben, give me those shirts.
Come on, Ben. You got one job.
And Kip's got the tumbler from Roy's wife that we have to give to Adam.
Oh, boy. Just give that to Ben,
That Black
too.
Lion. Yeah.
Make Ben do everything. Earn your keep, Ben.
You were on the show a couple times. Now you're part of the show. It's
Right?
official. That's how that works.
Yeah, you're in. That's how this works, yeah.
So, yeah, Patreon. We love you. Thanks for contributing. We're going to get you shirts and a tumbler or whatever soon. At some point.
And this is great content.
Yeah, right.
Talking about gambling problems and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're helping.
Yeah.
We're telling you how to have like a gambling problem the correct way.
I don't know if there is a correct way. You just don't.
I think I'm a little mad about the whole lack of math and retirement thing from you. Like, you have to fix that. But I like the system you have. I'm not mad at that at all.
I have actively contributed to my retirement savings since I was 22. Whenever my first job was.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I just take that 401k and I transfer it to the new company. And I transfer it, it keeps building up. It's not
That's good.
stagnant, at least.
I'm happy for you, and I think that's fantastic.
Appreciate that.
My only thing is what do you have it invested in? Because you probably haven't taken all the time to.
Oh.
There's so many rabbit holes.
It's
let me hold your hand. Oh God.
Invested in crypto, bro.
YOLO it in.
How's your Bitcoin doing?
So good.
Are you loaded?
I am.
My VeChain's doing okay.
VeChain, that's right. I forgot you.
I need it
invested
to
that.
16 cents.
Okay, not to go down this rabbit hole, but
We're
hey,
going
since
to.
Kip's not here, Axie Infinity.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
You haven't checked that out yet?
I haven't looked into it.
Oh man, they got so
I've been playing Madden.
There you go. Well, so eventually you'll get paid to play
Axiom or Madden or both.
everything. Like everything, once everything's on the blockchain. So rather than EA Sports or whatever that gets literally 100% of all your money, like now, the entire community shares in it. So everybody kind of gets paid to play. it's neat with the blockchain what they're doing. Same thing with music. Like you can turn your music into NFTs, and then you have a lot more control over your stuff rather than having all the big music industry companies making all the money off you.
Right.
Like now you have control, you have ownership. So there's so many cool things happening with it, and I like that. So I assume like with jiu-jitsu, like eventually, rather than having to go through a DVD company, you can start making your own content. And the neat thing when it's in the blockchain, so you can't really steal it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I buy your DVD and then I sell your DVD, you get like a portion of that sale as well because it's right on the blockchain. It's really neat how they can do stuff like that. So
Interesting.
it's going to change the world.
What if it changes the world for the worse?
It's already worse. Like, can it get worse than this?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like at this point, I hope it does. So we can just reset, right?
And now, like, OnlyFans isn't having
What is that?
explicit content. What are we talking about?
I know.
That's what OnlyFans is.
Because of the banks. Like you're going to a bank control what you do for a living. Fuck off.
Yeah. So just think, if you're a jiu-jitsu gym owner, and they were like, "We're not going to allow you to do OnlyFans."
Yeah. Or if you're a jiu-jitsu gym owner, like, I don't like violence. I don't like what you're teaching people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to bank with you. Really?
It's money, bro. And a gym owner is a legitimate career.
Right. So it's OnlyFans. They're making more money than everybody.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a better career than mine, that's for sure. Mine's a joke. At least they can afford Lambos and stuff.
Well, the problem is they're more attractive than you, Paul. And they're naked. I'm saying you should do neither. Don't get naked. Don't try to be as attractive. Just let them have their fun.
All right, grapplingdads.com. If you want to see me get naked and you'll contribute to Patreon or something, OnlyFans, I'll do it. You can just let me know.
Yeah, what's the rules on Patreon?
I have no idea.
Is there explicit?
Slide into my DMs. I got you. Like, is there a Venmo thing? Like, you can hook me with Venmo? Come on.
So that was my logic, is you could get on Snapchat, because Snapchats disappear,
Right.
and you could just send them directly to people who Venmo you money.
Yeah,
And then OnlyFans
yeah.
is cut out. You cut out the middleman,
true. Yeah, because they take a lot of money, too.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, there's ways around it. We'll figure it out. Or they will. I won't figure out anything because nobody wants to see me naked, so... It's a real issue. It's keeping me poor is what
What
it's
the
doing.
hell is this show?
I don't know. What's the show about today? Let's get into it.
You sent me the freaking article.
I know, but I forgot already.
Full-time athletes versus recreational practitioners.
Yes. So
I need to get on. I sent out a link, and I was hoping people would ask questions. I don't know if they did. Nope, sure didn't. Okay,
no,
cool.
no questions. Check.
Is anyone in the YouTube? Like a couple people. We're
Our
doing
jiu-jitsu followers don't even want to know about jiu-jitsu, let alone see me naked. So I guess.
Oh, Alex Wales.
What? What do we got?
Or Alex from Wales, sorry.
Alex Wales. What's up, Alex?
We have someone from Wales. We got someone from the UK. We got
Nice.
someone from Texas now. Roy from
Dang.
Texas. Damn, we're global.
All right. So
Recreational versus
recreational
full-time.
versus full-time competitors.
What makes a professional in jiu-jitsu?
Mm.
What's the definition? Because
So, well, there's going pro, right? But does that mean you just get paid for it?
that's what so like MMA.
Let's Google that.
Let's take Jamal, for instance. Jamal had to declare he was pro, and then he would get pro fights.
Right.
Versus being an amateur.
Right. I'm assuming that came with some kind of monetary incentive.
So, like, if you're the guy ripping the heel hook for 10K, are you pro? Is that a pro fight? Pro jiu-jitsu match?
I would say probably.
Because it's 10K, right?
Mm-hmm. God, I hate being ignorant on this. Like, we should know this stuff. We really should.
I don't know if we should.
What constitutes a pro athlete?
It's a good question. I can't even find my Google.
So do you think it's okay to rip somebody's knee apart if you're pro as opposed to amateur? Or do you think you should still have more control and be like, hey, man, you got to make a living too?
I guess it depends.
I don't think it does. I don't know, man.
I wouldn't be the guy to rip the heel hook.
Right.
I'll put it that way. But I also don't have that in me, regardless of the money on the line.
Yeah, you and I don't think have that killer instinct.
No, Jamal makes fun of me all the time. He goes, "You're too nice," and I go, "I know. I'm not a professional."
Right. Not only that, it's my genetics.
Yeah, I'm just too
I was like,
nice.
I'm not trying to.
Thanks,
I'm
Mom.
not trying to ruin somebody. Thanks, Mom. Way to go, Mom. Could have been a pro, but no.
You had to raise me
no,
right.
I gotta be all nice. You had to raise me right. Stupid genes.
Yeah, right. How much do pro jiu-jitsu fighters make is one of the top searches on Google. In most cases, jiu-jitsu fighters make $4K to $40,000 for a win. Who's making $40K?
Ryan.
Gordon Ryan, that's
Yeah.
it?
You gotta be. Who else is making 40? Well,
Here you go. What if you have a sponsor?
the entire. Oh yeah, that's because that's just from the venue, correct? Further away. So then if
Right.
you have a sponsor, then it's just like we could be pro athletes in that case because we're sponsored.
Thanks,
Al.
We're pro podcasters.
We're pro athletes.
I've competed in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I was not freaking pro. That was a local Fuji white belt.
Compared to somebody that's never trained, you're pro. Nah? No?
I didn't make any money.
Not true. You got to make money. I imagine if you're paid for doing the sport. Oh, well, what about the IBJJF Worlds and stuff? Are they paid?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either. But would they be considered pro, or is that amateur hour?
Trying to think it. So Morgan's the only one I know who went to IBJJF, like Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if she would have won money if she had won.
She did compete for money, but I'm not sure what venues they were.
Or if it was like a super fight.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. So what she would do is I think she would sell tickets, and like if you sold enough tickets, then you would get more of a cut
Right.
for the amount you won, I think, is how that worked. I'm not sure.
So is Frank a pro? Did you see Frank competed this past weekend?
Yeah, I did. He got his butt kicked by a brown belt, correct?
Yes, he did, but it was for money.
Oh, nice.
Winner gets like $1,000.
Okay.
And it was a 16-person
What's
bracket.
a blue belt doing fighting a brown belt?
Because it was absolute. 16-man
okay,
bracket.
I got
If you
you.
sign up, you win $1,000.
Not mad at it.
I think he knew he wasn't going to win.
Well, he had a chance.
Yeah.
What was he even doing, though? That was kind of silly how he got caught.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, regardless.
I mean,
good job for trying, Frank.
right? I mean, he did more than we did.
I'm proud of you, homie.
He fought a brown belt. Would you have done any better? Maybe a little.
I would absolutely have done better.
You
If
would've
it was a 42-year-old crippled man I was fighting, yeah.
I mean, you would have done better because you're a purple
There's
belt.
brown belts that I could probably beat, just not that particular one. Is my guess.
There is a spectrum. I will give you that. So yeah, I'm not sure what makes a brown or a professional. Is there professional jiu-jitsu? Also one of the top things to search. Jiu-jitsu has never had more professional grappling venues than it does today.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Metamoris?
Oh yeah,
Metamoris, there it is. EBI, Fight to Win,
Yep.
5 Grappling Super League, IBJJF, I believe.
So we'll just go like if you're making your entire living off jiu-jitsu, you're professional. Would that be safe, or is that too far?
Oh, hold on right here. Okay, the first thing to know about being a professional jiu-jitsu athlete is that it's not much different from being a professional athlete in any other sport. I would say if this is your livelihood, you're a pro.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll go with that.
If you're competing and that's your only source of income besides like sponsors and maybe doing like DVDs or whatever like Gordon Ryan does, I think that would be, yeah.
Yeah. So you think their training should be the same or different than ours?
Probably different because I mean they're fighting to win. They're training to win. They're trying to sub people or beat them in points, which is lame. Go for the sub.
Stupid points.
Yeah, don't be a loser.
What a dumb system. It's to the death or it's not even fun.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah, and I think we have people at Black Lion who do that. They're training for fights or upcoming fights versus me, who's like, I just want to learn how to do cool stuff. I don't want to get beat up in the streets.
You think it's weird, like you have like a couple of professional athletes in a school and everybody else is just like, hey, this is a hobby and how I have friends, and you're helping them get ready for their fight.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd, right?
Yeah. I don't always know how to handle, well, generally I just don't roll with them.
Yeah. So, because for me, it's kind of like pickup basketball, right? And I had this conversation with a guy the other day. It's like, it doesn't really matter. For me and you, like if we get like the best, highest level training possible, it doesn't matter. We're literally just doing it for shits and grins, right? But I think if you're a professional athlete, you might gravitate towards getting the best training possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, for you and me, it doesn't really matter. Like we're just rolling around in pajamas having a good time.
Have you played in a pickup basketball game recently?
What do you think?
Probably not. Okay. So I remember back in college, I'm not the shortest dude, but I'm also not the tallest dude. I'm pretty middle of the road when it comes to height.
Yeah, you are average in the dictionary. Like,
There you go.
other than your hair color, like,
That makes me stand out.
Yep.
I've got that going for me. I would go at Grand Valley State and I would play pickup basketball. And just the amount of people who took that so damn seriously.
really?
Yeah.
Ew.
This one guy was shooting threes from like mid half court, like between the 3-point line and half court. I don't even know what to call it. but like that space. Steph Curry
3
line.
plus.
Yeah.
Steph Curry line.
Let's call it the Steph Curry line.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Amazingly.
Hey, look, a phrase that you know when it comes to sports. But they were like getting pissed if I had a bad pass or I shot a shot I shouldn't be shooting. And it's like, I probably shouldn't be shooting, period, then, because I'm not as good as you assholes.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's pickup basketball at college. I'm here to work out, get a sweat going. I'm 100 pounds soaking wet at this point in my life. Like,
So
leave me alone.
Jiu-Jitsu is not the only thing that people take way too seriously.
Correct. Yeah. People take pickup basketball way too seriously.
So do you think amateur versus pro, do you think a lot of the amateurs just take this shit way too seriously? Like it doesn't matter, bro. It's just jiu-jitsu.
I think it's well, I guess it's a concern if you're not good and this is what you're banking on as far as your income.
No. Like if you're pro, it absolutely matters.
Right.
But if you're just doing it for a hobby, like you were saying with the pickup basketball, like they cared so hard.
Why?
Like you get nothing. Like who cares? Like, oh no, we lost.
Especially since there's nothing like on the line. You're not gonna win this and then go face Saginaw and pick up basketball. Like you're not on Grand Valley's team.
Right. Exactly.
Chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. There's aspirations to get better if you're Joe Blow off the street.
No, I would say yeah, absolutely. But how good do you really need to get if you're not going to go pro?
For some people, this is all they have, though.
That's true. Maybe it's like any other sport. Like, I just want to get as good as I can, despite the fact that I'm never going to make a dime from it.
I mean, that's how it was in tennis.
It's just kind of like, I guess it's your rabbit hole. Like, you just care. You want the best training, the best people around you to get the best. But I guess my question is, but for what? Like, why, other than personal pride?
Yeah. Or if they have aspirations to be a black belt someday.
Well, you can be a black belt without having the best stuff, right? Like, you don't have to train with Danaher to get a black belt.
It's true. I mean, we have Corler.
Yeah.
We have 2 people training to get their black belt this weekend.
True. That's right.
Claude and Lucas.
Congratulations, guys, by the way, because by the time... Nope. This will be just before.
Just before.
So, yeah, congrats, guys.
Yeah, don't mess up.
Yeah, don't screw this up. That'd be unfortunate if you didn't get it. Like, no, got to start over, especially like on day 2. You go through all the day 1, most of the way to 2, like, you screwed up 1 too many things. Got to... Next year, guys, sorry, gonna have to wait. That'd be unfortunate.
Do you have to wait a whole year?
I don't know, making shit up.
Yeah, you should wait more than a day. Because isn't it for like blue belts, they always say, hey, if you don't pass, you can come the next day. You don't get much of a rest period. I think that's the point. Like, we're going to put you through the cardio again, do it again.
That would suck.
If you mess up your black belt, though,
could you imagine me trying to go through that cardio again?
Yeah.
No.
You'd be fine. I'd be fine. You didn't have any issues until it was time to show technique, and then your knee gave out.
That hurt really bad.
You were fine. You did the cardio like a champ.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
But I couldn't walk for a week, so
couldn't tell at the time. Yeah. I wasn't there the next. I didn't see you not walking.
Fair.
I saw you do the cardio and then do the technique, and you were fine.
I should have quit the next day. Like, got my purple. Made it past blue. I'm out.
Roy says, if it doesn't matter, then why do it?
Because it's fun. Like, what really matters? Like, nothing.
Well, I think we've talked about this before. If you go into the gym and you have a good time, you generally feel better that you went to the gym.
Yeah.
For mental health alone.
Most people probably aren't going to get the top level training. I'm sure you have a handful of guys in the country that are just like super good top level, but depending on where you go, like I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying it's probably not like Danaher level training. You know what I mean?
Right. If you're going to John Danaher, you're doing it with the intent of competing and to make money.
Yeah.
If you're going to anywhere in Grand Rapids, you're probably not doing that. And if you are, you're probably not the right gym.
Right.
Because I don't think we have any like super serious competing schools where like, I'm going to be a pro someday.
Yeah. I'm thinking if you're going pro, definitely seek out the best you can afford, I suppose, or within reason. Like if you have to move your family across country, that might be difficult for some people, but at least try, right, to get the best training possible.
Do you think people do that for jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, absolutely.
They move their families to be better?
Yeah.
I guess that's the range, right? If you're $4,000 and this is just like a fun side hobby,
right?
You better have aspirations to make that $40K.
To be fair, if you win one tournament a month at $4,000, like that's a pretty good living. $4,000 a month to do jiu-jitsu? Come on, man.
I'm trying to do math.
Plus OnlyFans? Get out of here.
Didn't Craig Jones have an OnlyFans?
Did he really?
I thought so.
Yeah, I'd pay to see him naked. Whatever, I get it.
What?
Don't judge me, bro.
We're going to get canceled so fast. And it's not even going to be Kip's fault. That was where my money was. Talk about making bets. I was going to bet that Kip would get us canceled before anyone else. Is that fair?
That's fair enough.
Yeah, right? Of the three of us, it would be Kip. Yeah. What else do I have here? I can't. This show is so weird. Oh, cardio, strength, and conditioning. For you, as the average Joe, it's probably going to be much different than the professional.
Yeah, I like the 80-20. Like, what's the 20% of stuff I can do to get me 80% of the results? Because I just don't have time to do the 100% of the things like pro athletes do.
Right.
I'm sure even the pro athletes, like, I'm going to get the most bang for my buck, too, because you only have so many hours in a day. You got recovery, you got all that kind of fun stuff. But they should definitely take it way more seriously than me. So if I'm outworking you in the gym and I'm not a pro, like there's a problem. Like what are you doing? Just playing video games? And like you have to conduct yourself as a professional athlete.
If you're
that means you're eating right, you're sleeping right, you're working out, you have a coach for all three things, you got really good jiu-jitsu, you're very regimented.
Right.
Like you have your shit together. Me, I do because that's how I run my life, but on like a very lesser degree. Like I'm not working out for 2 hours, I'm working out for 20 minutes.
Because that's what you got.
Exactly. But I don't miss a day. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yep. I eat junk and I drink, but 3 meals a day I'm eating healthy. Like I have 3 good square meals a day. I eat mostly healthy, but if I want to eat crap, I will.
Right.
I'm not a professional athlete. If
Right.
I was professional, I'd cut out all the crap. I wouldn't drink. I wouldn't smoke. I wouldn't do any of that. Not that I smoke, but you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I just wouldn't. I would conduct myself like an athlete because
Right.
I want whatever edge I think I could get because it's hard, right? It's hard not having fun. But you meet any world champion or you listen to them on a podcast, what do? All they do is work.
That's all they do.
That's it. They don't have fun.
Right.
Like this isn't fun to them.
Right.
Well,
It's fun winning.
right, exactly. I don't want
And
to speak
making
for them
money.
exactly, but yeah, they're like, dude, I don't go to parties. I don't hang out. I don't play video games. I work.
Right.
That's why I'm a champion.
So when I was in high school, I was top tennis player in my high school. We weren't a tennis school. We
How's
were a football
bragging
school.
camp going?
Right, right. Well, here's where I humble myself. I was not the best high school player in the state or in the city, or like I was bottom of the barrel when it came to the rest of the schools, the rest of the competition. I played Mr. Tennis my senior year, and he wiped the floor with me 6-0, 6-0. Like I didn't even get a freaking game on him.
I don't know what Mr. Tennis is.
It's like Mr. Basketball, Mr.
I've-
Did you go to high school? Was that a thing when you were in high school?
Dude, I literally didn't pay attention to any sports at all. Did I showed you my picture in high school? Did I not?
It's on Facebook and
That's right.
Instagram. It's on all of our social medias.
How it started and how it's going.
Search Grappling Diet.
I'm like, that even made me laugh, and I hated every second. I'm like, this is anybody else, it's funny.
Right.
It's hurtful because it's me.
But I would wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the club and just hit off the ball machine for an hour. Because like, I got to get better to even compete with these assholes.
Gotcha.
I still didn't, but I made it better. Like in my mind, I was an improved player, so on and so forth. And it's like, these guys are doing that times 10 just to make a living. And it's hard.
Yeah.
I like you said, the diet thing alone would eat me alive. I tried the carnivore diet for like a week.
How'd that go?
It's hard.
I bet.
Because no bread. Love bread.
Oh, it's so good.
Love pasta.
Ice cream.
Yeah, no ice cream. I tried to cut down on sugar. That was nice.
How's whiskey fall in that? 'Cause it's kind of made out of corn, but it's still whiskey.
Yeah, I don't think whiskey works.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I can't
It's
do
not meat. It's not from an animal. That's the rule. It has to be from an animal. Can be meat,
So I
can
can
be
drink
eggs.
blood, but I can't drink whiskey. Check.
You can drink blood, you vampire.
Dude, I got some fangs. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Moving on.
This quote kind of resonated with me. The thing with jiu-jitsu is 90% of people who sign up are just joining for self-defense, exercise, and other benefits. Nobody just signs up as a brand new white belt and says, I want to win EBI or Worlds.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
Not in today's day and age.
So,
Granted, this article is from like 4 years ago. I don't know if you noticed that.
no, I didn't. I didn't see the date.
2017, bro.
Dang.
I don't know how you found it.
It came across my feed. I'm like, that's legit. I think what it is, I talked about it to somebody, then it like Facebook listens are like, hey, I got something for you. Enjoy this article. Like, cool, man, thanks.
Appreciate it.
I will use it on my show.
Done.
Done.
So I think there are people who probably join nowadays and are like, I want to win Worlds one day. But I don't know if that's the majority.
No, probably not.
I think that's fair.
But yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess take it as seriously as you want it. But I don't ruin your life and piss off other people because you take something so seriously that you're willing to, like, alienate or injure other people.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not worth it.
Read
like,
the room.
Yeah. It's just a game, bro.
It's just a game.
Unless you're getting paid, then it's not a game.
How many people do you think join for exercise and are sorely disappointed?
Well, it works great for exercise year 1 and 2, maybe into 3. But after you actually learn, hey, technique works more than size and strength, and then they take all that weight loss and then it comes all back on because they're not exercising anymore. They're just doing the technique properly.
Right.
So I've seen that happen a bunch.
It's like, I'm not moving anymore.
That'll happen to me. I like, no abs, no abs. It's like, okay, there's a progression here. I get it.
Yeah, that's. I think there's so many people have joined our gym and are like, I want to lose weight. I want to get more in shape. It's like, this isn't going to do that for you necessarily.
It will if you do it wrong.
If you do it wrong.
If jiu-jitsu done improperly will get you in shape.
I think even jiu-jitsu done properly can get you in shape if you're already out of shape because you're moving. If you're moving, I think it's great, but like...
Nah, dude, I know some people that are really, really good at jiu-jitsu that have no shape.
Justin,
obviously I was talking about Justin. I was going to like name drop Justin.
He's so like fat, not a shape.
Just poof.
It's like, do you have abs? Can't tell.
He's so gross.
Where are your biceps, bro? Are your legs or your arms? Which one's bigger? Can't tell.
Can't tell. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you work out? Can't tell.
Yep.
Fucking
no matter how you measure him, it's
Adonis.
all the same size.
Yeah. I hate him.
I do too. It's like nobody should be able to look like that. It's sick.
Yeah, it's not
Whatever.
fair.
It's not fair.
And he's good.
Speaking of OnlyFans.
Yeah. There you go, Justin. Second career path.
Yeah. Why do you bother working? Come on.
What if he actually
Who looks like that and decides to go to work every day in this day and age? Like, really?
You're that good looking of
Yeah.
a man, just be naked.
Has nobody told him? Like,
No, I think plenty of people have told him. Shoot, Jen told him to his face the one time, like,
true.
you're a beautiful man. It's like,
Yeah.
we all agree.
you're like, oh, she's just being nice. I'm like, no.
No, we're straight and we think you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What you can do?
Not that there's anything wrong with that, to quote Seinfeld. Did you watch Seinfeld?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
I was like, come on. Damn. We actually watched that in college once.
Really?
Seinfeld. Yeah, we had a...
For what? Case study?
history of TV.
Oh, God.
And we're just talking about the impact.
History of TV?
That was my college class. I paid money to go to that class.
God, you're so young.
Yeah, right? But yeah, Seinfeld. Great show.
Oh, God. All right, what else they got? What are they talking about?
Jiu-Jitsu has grown so fast, and now we have professional athletes that are training full-time, and we have our good old recreational guys. In the end of the day, I'm gonna
At the end of the day?
Yeah, I was going to... Someone who doesn't speak English natively probably wrote this.
That's okay.
At the end of the day, we are all in this for the same love of the sport, and everyone should just get along.
No, I agree. For instance, like, let's say I'm a professional athlete. That's a stretch, I know. Let's say you're not, right? I can't expect you to have the same level of training and dedication that I do, like when I'm training with you.
Right.
Like, I can't be mad at you because you're not pushing me hard enough. Like,
You'd be a dick.
I'd be a dick.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going to guess that most people don't do that, but I'm also going to guess that a lot of people do, just based on society.
Yeah, I mean, we have some of those people in our gym who get mad that they're not going as hard, and it's like they're not in the same place as you in life.
True. Well, yeah, I've actually had people get not really upset, but like, come on, Paul, try. I'm like, can you tap me out or not?
Right. Q's done that to me a few times.
Yeah, I don't have to try for some people, but then they get upset because they want an excuse to lose. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But if all I have to do is kind of lay there and just like throw up a little roadblock every now and then, like, I'm trying enough. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I think some of that is just our ego getting in the way, because I usually feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like when somebody would just kind of like roll over and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, come on, man, fight back.
Right.
And they're like,
right.
I don't need to.
Right.
So now that I'm old and broken, I'm like, I will try as hard as I need to, and that's it.
Right.
Because yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. At this point in my life, I don't care to go 100% with everybody.
I think when Q does it to me, he's not saying it out of anger or frustration. It's like, are you going to go hard or not? I want to know so I can know how hard I'm going to go.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And I'm like, I'm never going to go hard. I'll just call it right now, man. I'm not going to go hard.
Yeah, I will say occasionally with the right person that I love and respect, right? Mm-hmm. I'll ramp it up. Like it's fun. Ben, yeah. In his ilk. There's more than Ben, but
sure.
You know what I mean? But there's people that, I have to just protect myself at all times against because I'm going to eat a knee or they're going to crank on stuff. So I have to, do enough to keep from getting injured.
Speaking of Justin, he's one I go 100% with.
Yeah,
because it doesn't matter.
Yeah. People like Justin, Chad, Croyler, like you can just do whatever and it doesn't matter. Like they're so level above that it's like, hey, I can.
And they're not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like no, that's legit.
Yeah. But we don't have.
I guess this is more for like lower level people like us that I'm not good enough to protect myself from everybody.
The plebes.
Us plebes.
Us losers.
It's cool being a plebe though. It's just
I enjoy it.
I enjoy it. It's a good wheelhouse for me.
Yeah.
Plebing it out. It's a thing. Plebing it out. Too far. All right, moving on. What else you got?
We can go to questions now. The show's flying by. This one wasn't even a question. It's kind of a comment. People joke about blue belts quitting, but I've seen many black belts quit too. I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know who said that.
It's BJJ everything, just random. I don't know how many black belts he's hanging out with.
To be fair, like I talked about it before the show. I don't want to get into who and what was said, but basically, a 4-stripe brown belt wouldn't get his black belt unless he won a whole bunch of tournaments or lost weight to represent the
the school.
The school, yeah. So I'm like, really?
The brand.
Yeah. So, and then so if you have those kind of politics, I think a lot of people quit because of the politics, right?
Part of it.
So it's supposed to be, we're a family and this is a culture and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it turns more into cult than culture and people just get sick of it. They don't like to play the game anymore. They're like, I'm out. And that can happen at any belt, including black belt. So if you can just, like, I understand, like Roy said, if it doesn't matter why I do it, well, it matters in the fact that I'm enjoying it and having fun, but it doesn't matter in the fact that I have to get like the best training and be the best all the time. And because I'm not doing anything with it. For me, it's just fun.
Right.
That is plain and simple. Do I like to learn? Sure, of course. That's why I do it. But it'd be no different than, chess. Right?
Queen's Gambit.
Exactly. I liked it, right? I might read a book on it to get good, but I'm not going to go to a grandmaster and be like, hey, man, teach me all your tricks.
Right.
I don't care that much. I can, whatever I learn off YouTube, it's good enough for me. It's fun enough. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. Like, yeah, I realize there's the whole, YouTube sucks, blah, blah, blah. Like, Croyler would tell you all the time that it's bullshit. But I would say at a certain level, like, it's still better than nothing, right? So if you have no school anywhere around you, get some DVDs, train the best you can. Are you going to be world class and go pro? Probably not.
Probably not.
But are you going to be way better off than not doing anything? Yeah, as long as you're not hurting, your brother or your friend or whatever in the basement.
Right.
If you got a good mindset mentality around it, you're fine. You're good enough. Just have fun. Train. Do what you can with where you're at in life, I guess, if that makes sense.
Maybe it's just a power move. So like Claude is getting ready to test for his black belt. Maybe on Thursday, he just goes, you know what? I'm quitting.
I'm done.
Take that, Croyler.
Maybe he quits the day before the test.
Yeah, what now?
What are you going to do now?
Or maybe he gets through the first half on Friday.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, he just goes, nah, don't want to.
That's the real move right there. That's the baller move.
What would Croyler do?
What could he do?
I don't know.
Be like, bye then?
Yeah, like
that was
what?
awkward.
You've been here this long and now you're just done? All right.
Yeah. Lucas, you going to go through this? She's like, well, no, because my partner's gone now, so I guess I quit too.
2-part test.
All right, put the cake and ice cream away, guys.
Yeah, right. Congrats, Claude. You just like scrape off Claude off the cake.
Scoops it off. Starts passing out cake. This is fine. No worries.
Takes the black belt, like puts it back in the drawer.
Right, ships it back to Amazon.
Our bad.
Oh shoot.
This was blessed from like so many different people, and you're just shitting all over it. But all right, whatever.
Right, everybody signs it.
He has like a video ready from like Marcio. Be like, congrats on being a black belt.
But it's all queued up.
Well,
it's just delete. Thanks, Claude. What are you doing, man?
Claude's fiance's in the back waiting to congratulate him. Go back home. He didn't want to do it. We're sorry. Claude,
that would make it'd be a bigger impact testing for black belt than blue belt, right? Blue belt does it. You're like, I expected that anyway,
right?
Right. We're black belt, like really, bro.
We have so many blue belts who actually did quit. like from my class.
Oh yeah, how many are still there from your class?
2.
Oof. Oh God, that sucks.
And one girl walked in today, Christy. I think she's testing for a blue belt this week. She goes, "I thought you didn't go here anymore." It's like, I've been going to Nogi every week.
Right. That's funny. Can't get ranked up going to Nogi,
Chad
bro.
Chad said the same thing. He goes, "You been coming to Nogi?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, it's in the system. Why does everyone think I just left the gym?
Right.
I'm at Nogi, you sons of bitches.
Still do jiu-jitsu.
I'm not good at it. I didn't get any better. Maybe a little better.
But you're still having fun.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the thing. The few times I've been like, I don't want to go today. I'm just not in the right headspace. And then I force myself to go. Same with the gym, just like weightlifting. I feel better after the fact. It's like forcing yourself to go. And I think that's part of the thing. I'm going on a diatribe here. Who cares? That's part of the thing you have to realize is that some people are going strictly for their own like physical and mental being. Mm-hmm. They don't care about the money.
Right.
They're paying to be there. It's a service.
Yeah.
Like, just let them go.
Yeah, whether it's, like you said, self-defense, physical fitness, friends, or I want to go pro and make money off this because I really care.
Right.
Well,
and I also think it's kind of like injuries. When you're injured, you say, "Hey, my shoulder's messed up. Try to stay away," or whatever. Same thing with rolling. Like, "Hey, are you training for a tournament?" "Yeah." "Okay, well then we shouldn't roll because I'm not."
Right. Yeah, I'm not your guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that hard. And then you're going to piss me off when you go harder.
But I know the guy that you want to train with. He's right there.
Yep. Go get him.
Go get that dude or woman. Either way.
Yeah.
Because we get those too.
Yeah. Come on. Women can go pro too.
Hey man, I'm not getting canceled. I get it.
I'm not getting canceled. Got my ankle locked and I didn't tap. Crackle pop. Cool. I think I sprained my ankle. Do y'all still roll and stuff with a sprained ankle?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I think for jiu-jitsu, it's probably the easiest sport to do with a sprained ankle.
Yeah. Yeah, anything. Yeah. Like other than
because you're on your
herniated disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no reason not to roll.
Right. So
there's nothing you can't work. Almost nothing you can't work around.
Q, speaking of him again, cracked rib, still rolling.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Good for him.
He didn't tell me about it.
Okay. Knee and belly.
Nope, didn't do that.
Knee and rib, just groin.
I didn't do anything. Luckily, like he announced it when Justin came over to show a move, and he goes, "Hey, just so you know, got a cracked rib."
Oof.
I'm like, "I've been doing moves on you for the past 20 minutes. Why didn't you freaking tell me?" He goes, "You're not Justin." Okay, good call.
You can't hurt me, bro.
That's basically
you're not good enough. You're not big enough or strong enough or good enough to hurt my cracked rib.
And I was like, "You're right on all fronts."
That's funny.
You're right on all fronts. However,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, however, maybe you should have told me.
Maybe not. So here's the thing. Like you got people that are like, my neck hurts, my shoulder hurts, my knees hurt. If I have to tell everybody that my knees hurt and they got to like treat me with kid gloves every time we roll, like why even bother?
Sure.
Like I have to be in enough control to just, hey, tap. Like if I get in a squirrely position where I'm like, ain't gonna go, I can tap to not a move.
True.
Like I could tap to like, hey, this is putting pressure on something it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And I think more people should be comfortable with that. I had to tell this to my daughters, like they'd get hurt, like not injured, but like overly hurt in jiu-jitsu because Dad, that wasn't a move. I'm like, no. You can tap to pain.
Right. If
like,
it hurts, it hurts.
I realize it's not like actual jiu-jitsu, but if somebody like grabs you in the headlock and they're starting to squeeze and your neck's popping and it's like folding your ear over, like we're not professional athletes. This is just a role at a gym. Like you don't need to hurt yourself because that wasn't real jiu-jitsu that they tapped me with.
It's pain.
Yeah. So yeah, I think if you're injured and you have to tell somebody, I get telling Justin, right? Because if Justin's showing something on you and doesn't know, that's kind of different.
Right.
But if you're just rolling, like if it starts hurting, just be like, whoa. Like, hey, just bad position. My ribs kind of hurt right now. Like if you have to say it, cool. But I don't know. At a certain level, it doesn't matter anyway, right? So if I tell a white belt, hey, don't crank my neck, like they don't know.
Right.
Like they're just
white
rolling.
Belts are
yeah,
different.
exactly. Like and we're not throwing them under the bus. It's just they don't have the ability to control themselves.
They're not
to
thinking.
Hurt you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't. When you're upside down and inverted and you're getting squished, like you don't have the mental, ability to go, oh, don't grab this left shoulder.
Right.
You don't even know you're left from right at that point.
They're not thinking at that level.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my first tournament, I was in a whirlwind for like 4 whole minutes. I don't even know if I made it that long. It was 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know which way is up right now. And this is just like any other roll at the gym, but like that amount of adrenaline through the roof.
Yep.
That's every roll when you're a white belt.
Yeah.
You're just trying to, I hate trying to survive, but like you're just trying to get through it and not kill yourself.
Yep. Try not to look bad, bro.
White belts.
I kind of miss being a white belt.
Do you?
Like everything was amazing back then.
Was it?
Yeah. I liked it. I like being a white belt. So when I was a white belt, I couldn't wait to be a blue belt. Like you have that whole thing.
Yeah.
But I think looking back on it, like there's no expectations and everything's new and exciting. And I'm like, oh, this is neat. Like positions were cool and everything's like, oh, this the smallest little, I mean, I still get that way to a degree, right?
But less so.
But less so, I guess, yeah.
You're like Larry every time someone shows a sweet move. That's freaking
Oh my
dope.
God, you're dope. Yeah. That's awesome too.
Would you say that marijuana is a big part of the BJJ community?
Yeah. But I think it's a big part of every community now.
Cool. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know many people that aren't taking marijuana. I said many.
All right. It was a question. I threw it out there.
Yeah, probably.
What are the best foods to eat while trying to cut weight?
Taco Bell. It gets everything right out of you. Like, you Taco Bell, and then just wait, and then everything will be out. Am I wrong?
Yes.
You have a better suggestion?
Meat.
Ipecac.
Meat would
probably
be good.
Ipecac is probably the best food to eat.
What is Ipecac?
It induces vomiting.
Why do you know that?
Why don't you know that? This is common knowledge. To be fair, I had a conversation about the hedonic treadmill with a guy at work the other day who also had no idea what that meant. Like, you're hurting my feelings.
No one knows what it means.
Like, do you know what hedonism is? He's like, no, I never heard of that word. I'm
Okay,
like,
I've heard of that at least.
okay. So I'm like, that's...
He's just an idiot. No offense to your work, but
No, yeah. He's a nice young man.
Is he? He doesn't know what hedonism is?
Guess
He's
not.
an adult?
Yeah.
Oh, people are talking in the chat. Look at this.
Oh, let's get some.
What do you guys think about in-house tournaments? As an older guy in my 30s, I'm thinking maybe it's a great way to try it out.
I love the idea. I think if you had less pissing contests in between local gyms, and you'd be like, hey, we're going to have an in-house tournament, even in your own school.
That's
cool.
what this is, yeah.
Okay. So I think that's great. I think it's a good way to get prepared, kind of get the, what you call it, you're still going to have butterflies, but at least you'd be like, all right, my name gets called, I go up, we start standing, we have points, like, you know what I mean? Especially if you haven't done one before, I think that's a fantastic thing to do. I really do. When I was in between gyms, I went to a guy's basement, basically, and it was actually weird. He had a what's his name? Dan from Triumph had a real estate business, and one of his buildings, he had a bunch of mats out, and we did that. So we did the whole act like it's a tournament roll, and it was fun, and I learned a bunch. It was kind of cool. So I think in-house tournaments are fantastic. I'm not sure if he's talking about like should you win medals and prizes. No,
I think he's just saying as like preparation
I think
experience.
that's a great idea.
Larry and I tried to set one up for 4th of July 2-3 years ago, pre-COVID.
Oh, okay.
And it turned into just like an open map. We couldn't really get a tournament structure. And there were so
Okay.
many questions we had because we were much smaller at the time. We had 2 brown belts, couple purple. You weren't even a purple belt at the time. You were blue.
Back in the day.
Right? Bunch of blue belts, bunch of white belts. And our biggest thing was how many people are going to get mad? How many people, Roy mentioned it in the chat, how many people are going to get butthurt because they realize they're not as good as they thought.
Kick them out of the gym. If you get mad over an in-house tournament, then you don't belong in a gym. Like, you should quit.
Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like
I'm all about, hey, don't quit. But if you're a douche, then yeah, just quit.
it would be like sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're still family.
It'd be like getting mad at a pickup basketball game because you aren't a good shot.
Right.
Like, it's pickup basketball, dude.
And
we're just friends.
I'm a terrible shot.
No, if you get mad about that, you just suck it up.
Right.
Or quit. Like, you don't have the mental fortitude to do jiu-jitsu then. Get
So
out.
our idea was we were going to have a white belt tournament, a blue belt, so on and so forth, and then they would face off just for fun.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
So top of the white belt faces top of the blue belt.
Okay.
And then that winner faces purple brown belt winner.
Love it.
And then the brown belt should win, right?
Should.
Maybe they don't. Cool.
I mean, if I'm fighting Justin, obviously I'm going to beat him.
100%.
Obviously.
You're going to tap him out in like 10 seconds. Easy. Just like you
You
did in
think
your
it'd take
death
that
match.
long, really?
Yeah. Just like you did in your death match. It
Yeah,
was
when
great.
I got beat up by a man as big as a squirrel. That was fantastic. It's good for the ego, but I had fun. That was fun.
That was fun.
There was no hard feelings.
Right.
Obviously, if they were doing points, I lost by a lot of points. But it wasn't a good fight, right? It was
There was a lot of positioning.
Okay, look, it could have been better. If it was more friendly, if it was just like, hey, we're just gonna roll and dick around. But I think we both
Took it a little too seriously.
Yeah. So I think here's what happened. It's funny. So me and Andrew from Just Jiu-Jitsu podcast had a death match, and for me, it was a joke. I'm like, it'll be funny. It'll be like a publicity stunt. You know what I mean? But he asked Croyler, like, hey, how serious is Paul taking this? And Croyler's like, oh, it's serious.
So Croyler planted a bug.
All right, I think so. So I think he, I don't want to say he got the wrong idea, but I'm going to go out on a limb and correct me if I'm wrong if you're listening. But I think because I sat down and butt scooted to be funny.
Yes, you
And
did.
then he got his grips, and I went, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
This sucks. Like I immediately, as soon as he grabbed a hold, I'm like, oh no.
Yikes.
I have to try now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you both took it real seriously.
Yeah. So I think it could have been more fun if it was just like a, hey, like, this cool, man. But
Right.
we didn't. But it was still, I had a good time, and I think he did too.
Is he still a blue belt? Has he got his purple
Yeah,
belt?
he's still a blue belt. I think that's unfortunate because he's so much better than me. I mean, I'm not kidding. He is so much better at
There's
jiu-jitsu
levels
than me.
to the game.
There is, but yeah, he's still a blue belt. I think that saddens me on a personal level because of my ego.
Maybe I'll see if I can organize something. We've got so many freaking people now; it'd be impossible. Because there's a lot of people who would take it way too seriously because they are prepping for a fight. I was talking to Juan.
That's unfortunate.
Juan's trying to fight in October, and then I was talking to Robert, and it's like, how many people are actually trying to fight in
Okay.
October? Like at in Lansing, there's some big MMA.
Right.
I don't know if it's amateur or pro, but there's like 5 people at our gym.
Okay.
It's like you guys are a different level.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the average Joes who just want to have fun
Yeah.
and be like, hey, you guys can roll a little harder this time and have
Right.
it mean something, quote unquote.
Right.
I don't know if it'd ever work.
No, I like your insight. So I guess my idea on things and the reality behind it do not mesh because, yeah, I agree with you. I think it might be a shit show.
Might
But
be.
I on paper,
Sounds
in my
great.
mind, it sounds awesome. So
And
I don't
then we could do something where like Croyler's top people face our top people. They'd probably wipe the floor with us.
So, yeah. So, did you try to run it with Larry, or was Chad involved?
Chad just was up for it. He allowed it.
But he didn't. He wasn't part of it.
No, but it was Larry and I's idea. We even met at Starbucks, tried to
Okay.
plan it all out, and then we're
Okay.
like, "Fuck it, it's 4th of July open mat."
Right.
We didn't commit.
Okay. I think maybe if you committed to it and Chad was involved, like, not that there should be, but there's a hierarchy in gyms.
Oh,
Like
100%.
people will pay attention to Chad where they don't give any cares about you and me because we're just other guys that train.
Larry was
So
a
there's-
brand new blue belt. I was a white belt.
Yeah. So it's
Who
kind of
cares?
like, who are you? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, I think there should be more respect just because there should be more respect. But
Right. No.
maybe if it's like put on by
Chad.
the head coach
Right.
of any gym, right?
Right.
That might be less bad.
Yeah. And I think Chad was actually traveling that weekend, so he just kind of let us
Yeah.
have the gym.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then it was.
It just didn't work out.
Yeah, it wasn't put in place.
All right. Well, at least you tried.
Yeah, we tried.
All right. Moving on. What
Maybe
else you
you
got? Other questions.
Can anyone recommend a Band-Aid that can stay on while rolling? Had a mosquito bites on the top of my foot that kept getting torn up by the mat. I wrapped it with medical tape, but that won't stay on either. Band-Aids that can stay on while rolling.
Just get a sleeve.
Yeah, I was gonna say like gauze maybe, and then cover it with something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have like the wrist things that go over your hand. They got ankle sleeves. They got put a sleeve on it, or what do you call it? Rock tape H2O. That'll stay on.
H2O.
So it's
water?
waterproof. Yeah. So yeah, rock tape H2O. Matter of fact, use that. You can put it over your Band-Aid and then just kind of like, yeah, it'll be fine.
I was gonna say find some tap tape and like strap it in.
I was going to say tap tape, but alas, I'm afraid you cannot find it.
Let me check.
Check
one more time.
One more time. Come on.
I'm
no
gonna
whammy. No whammy.
Almost guarantee it's not there.
Come on, tap tape.
Did you mention Family Guy?
I did not.
Roy was talking about something from Family Guy.
Is there a Family Guy Jiu-Jitsu thing? Because that'd be fun.
Roy's asking for a rematch between you and Andrew.
I don't want to do that because I'll lose worse the second time. I'm positive. To be fair, I'm not sure how much Andrew's been training either. I heard he kind of took a long COVID break like I did.
I heard he found a girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I heard he might have found some love. He's busy doing other things, which is fine. It's cool. So I don't know. Maybe it'd be fun. I think the rematch, like if we had a better agreement, like, look, man, let's just have fun. It doesn't matter who wins and loses. Just
You actually moved?
Yeah. So, because if I didn't care if I tapped out every single time, like if I just kind of rolled with it more rather than trying to stop everything he's doing, like, no, you can't. Right. You know, I think it'd just be, it'd be way more dynamic because Andrew is definitely very dynamic. He's fun.
No tap tape.
Dang
Still
it.
not on.
No tap tape.
Someone mentioned Nexcare waterproof Band-Aid. Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, the problem with Band-Aids is that there's like not enough surface area, and even if it's like waterproof, like it just there's too much rolling around. You gotta have some kind of a wrap. So the H2O tape, you can actually wrap it around whatever limb or thing is hurting.
Getting delay here, so we're going back to the other question. Roy has a buddy in Toledo who runs a tournament where the white belts all fight for their blue belt. Don't like.
Wow. Here's the thing. I hate it, but I kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
That should be a YouTube channel.
I don't think it's fun or fair.
No.
It's fun for us as spectators.
No.
But for the person,
it's dumb, but I want to watch.
I'd watch.
I would, if there was a YouTube channel where you had to fight for your blue belt, I would watch that for sure.
Because there's, let's see, I think there's 10 people testing this week. Just think, 9 of you still going to stay at white belt. 1 of you is going to get your blue belt, and you're going to fight for it.
10 people, top 5 get the blue belt.
That's like pro versus amateur right there. You're still an amateur. You ain't getting paid, but you're going to rank up if you win.
What if you're like me, like you're a cripple, and you're fighting people that are like Division I wrestlers that just so happen, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would never be a blue belt. I'm just done.
Because you'd have to start, well, you didn't have to start standing. You could butt scoot immediately.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would do that anyway. I would do that in a street fight. Like, why do people think that wouldn't work?
Would you?
Absolutely. One of two things are going to happen. I'm going to get a good heel hook, or they're just going to be like, this guy's obviously a psychopath, and they'll just walk away. It's like there's almost no losing, right?
This guy's obviously a psychopath.
Yeah, you sit and you kind of like do the almost technical stand-up, so you have the option of standing back up, right? Hear me out.
Stand up in base.
Yeah, they come to kick you in the head and you just kick their knee a little bit like that, or they come to try to stand over you, you just go ashigarami, you put them down, bam, heel hook. I don't think I'm wrong on this.
I do not.
Obviously, if they got a bunch of friends here getting kicked at by all sides, that's one thing. But you might end up on the ground anyway. So why land hard on the ground?
True. Have you seen I think it's combat jiu-jitsu, where there's 3-on-1?
3-on-1?
It was making its rounds on Instagram and
I've seen
Facebook.
3-on-3.
It was 3-on-1 because I believe there's like an elimination style. His teammates got eliminated. It was 3-on-1. And he goes like this, and then he takes it. Like, they just start ground and pound, and he covers, and they're like, you're done. It was stupid.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be done better.
3-on-1. Why?
Everybody's trying to come up with their own shtick, you know?
That's
like
the thing.
I think Eddie Bravo got ahead of the curve on this, and everybody's like, well, we got to do it better than him. But there's, like, he really can't. Like, he's...
Yeah.
I think maybe people will change a couple things. Like, I've heard different opinions on making EBI better, but, I mean, to me personally, I think it's fine the way it is.
Well, they were talking about in the chat, who's number 1 that tournament? Uh-huh. What if they did, who's the blue belt?
I like it.
Who's a blue belt?
Who's a blue belt?
WAB instead of WAP.
Or you tell the coach when you get a blue belt. So, coach, I'm ready. All right, cool. You beat him or her, and I'll give you your blue belt.
I would not be a blue belt right now. Depends
on who you pointed out, right?
So I'm thinking of I tested with 5. Well, I was 1 of 5 in my group. I couldn't beat Keaton. He was a former MMA fighter. I wouldn't beat him.
Okay.
He knew more than blue belt. Let's put it that way. He was a good grappler. I haven't seen him in a while. So Keaton, come back to the gym. Chris Michaels, not Chris Michaels, the other Chris. One of the Chris's.
One of the Chris's. Don't know his last name.
Bigger, stronger.
The one that whirls with his wife?
No, that's Chris Michaels.
That's Chris. I thought so.
Chris, blonde Chris.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He'd beat
me.
You're
not beating him.
Yeah, he knew more, and he's bigger and stronger.
Bigger and way stronger. Yeah.
Right.
No offense, but
nope, I agree. Yeah. I'm saying it out loud. Yeah. Would not beat him. I rolled with him. I've had some good rolls, but like you can tell, he's not going 100. If he went 100, he's getting his blue belt. I'm not. I'm trying to think who else I went with. I can't remember, but they're both bigger than me and stronger. and knew more.
Yeah, all things equal, size and strength does make a difference, especially at the lower belts. Like once you get to, I'd say maybe purple belt, like it matters. It starts mattering a lot less, the athleticism and size and strength.
Well, it's even Robert. So Robert's smaller than me, and I like he's getting close to purple, and
I'd like to roll with him.
He's fun.
He's always been fun. I've always appreciated rolling with Robert.
Peter, I would never get my blue if I had to fight for it. I'm the oldest person at my gym by like 15 years.
Yeah, it could be a real issue. Could you imagine if that's a thing? Like, who thinks that's normal? Like, you got to do what now?
You got to beat that
let's say
guy.
you didn't know. It's like you're all excited and you're like, all right, we got a test coming up, and then here's how it's run. What? Like, what? Is he serious? Like, I think it's a joke. I'm like, obviously this is a joke. Then you get there, you're like, no, it's for real.
That's real.
Could you imagine?
It would be. How many blue belts would we not have?
To be fair, how many blue belts do we not have regardless because they quit anyway? So
That's true.
Whatever. Maybe it's one of those, they're going to quit anyway. Let's make it entertaining for the school. Like, are you mad at that?
We're going to sell tickets.
Like,
tickets and popcorn.
It's like, man, it doesn't matter how cool we are. It doesn't matter what kind of culture I create or how, what like family get-togethers and UFC fight nights we do and we go out to eat. We're like this family. They quit anyway. So whatever, dude. Let's make it entertaining for those that stay.
It would just be Chad, Justin, and Jesse like enjoying the hell out of it.
Exactly.
The rest of
I'm
them would
telling you,
quit.
man, if you're going to do that as a gym, like that's your shtick, YouTube channel, bro. I'm telling you. YouTube, I will watch that. Everybody will watch that.
Ghost Ninja, whoever that is. Thanks for tuning in, bud. My kids did a thing. They called it Gang Wars. It was 4-on-4, but you gang up on each other. Kind of scary with flying arms.
Ooh, we did a thing, speaking of that, where you separated the gym, and then you all kind of ran, and the last man standing, that team won. So then you had to decide, do you gang up on Chad or Justin? Do you gang up on them, or do you just try to pick the weakest links and pick them off first? Like, what do you do? But so it could be 2, 3-on-1 trying to get one person right, and then if you're doing that, then you have it's an absolute arms legs shit show.
Yeah, that's chaos.
So fun, but a really easy way to get hurt, I think. So that's a young man's game right there.
Yeah.
Again, I would love to watch it. I just don't want to participate, and I don't want my kids participating either. I'm like, no, we're gonna sit this one out.
This is gonna be a spectator sport.
I don't want to pay for whatever medical bill that's gonna cost me because my medical sucks. Yeah, if I lived in the UK, I would do that for sure because I could just get it fixed. But being in America, I gotta pay for that, man.
Yeah, right. My
you know how long it takes me to work that off.
I'm putting in Saturdays because I
No,
got a
exactly
broken limb.
right. It's like I guy at work, his wife unfortunately got breast cancer, and he had to cash out his 401k to pay off medical bills. I'm like, only in America do we got to do that, right? Like
Something doesn't seem right there.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, it's just that. Like it's one of those things. Like I think if you have really good insurance, you can be more fun, right?
Yeah.
You can try more things.
Jeff Bezos is going to space. You know why? He's got good insurance.
Right?
He can cover it.
Exactly. But if you're like, I got a really crappy HSA, right? So, and I have to pay for the ability to only pay thousands of dollars of medical bills a year.
That's the weird part.
I gotta pay for the ability to only pay thousands. I'm like, whoa. And then compared to some people, I have really good insurance. Like I know people that have worse than me. I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad.
When I tweaked my groin and I went and got that worked on, it was a couple $100. And I was like, how much would this cost? I actually knew the trainer. Mm-hmm. She went to the same gym as I. And I was like, oh, hey. She goes, this is my job. I was like, I didn't know that. Cool. And I go, how much would this have cost me if I didn't have insurance? She goes, thousands. You'd be effed. It's like, cool. For a pulled groin? Just to stretch and learn certain techniques to make this feel better?
That's why you have to injure yourself at work. Pro tip.
I injure myself doing jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu's not my work. Damn it.
You're dragging yourself through the doors. Be like, I just fell now. Workers' comp. You would never do that. That's fraud. Moving on. What else we got? Just delete that.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We don't edit this show very often. This will be the one time we do.
Right. No, we got to get rid of that for sure.
What would you do if you were at an open mat and my girlfriend just came in and started beating the shit out of me?
Laugh so hard.
Your girlfriend comes in and beats you up. you're a purple belt.
Yeah.
Your wife comes in, starts beating you up.
Only appropriate thing to do to me or for me is laugh in my face and be like, "That was fantastic."
Would you want anyone to help you, defend you?
No, absolutely not. Don't. No.
Defend your honor?
No. You let me take that ass whooping. Dude, if I'm a purple belt and I'm getting my ass whooped by my spouse, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's okay. So that's me.
Depends on what the reason is.
So if you're, let's say my wife trained and I didn't, right? And she was a purple belt, and I outweigh her by 75 pounds, and I go in there and I just start beating the crap out of her. Like, I would hope somebody come and just whoop my ass.
Yeah.
So that's situational dependent. Like if it could be funny, or it could be the opposite of that, and you should absolutely come to the aid. So that's always depends on the situation.
It's an awkward one. So this one, I actually reached out to the guy, and I'm hoping he gets back to us. Hey guys, just wondering if anyone could help me. Does anyone know of any organizations that donate or have cheap gis? I know multiple students in my community that can't afford gis, and I hate that I can't buy them all a set of 5. A few of these students live in assisted living, and the parents can barely keep up, so on and so forth. Where would you get cheap gis, for one?
Fuji gis are pretty cheap.
I was going to say Fuji or Sanable.
Okay.
On Amazon, like $60. Yep. But I told him to reach out to us via email and give us some information because we had talked about helping certain communities, certain people.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll donate a gi.
You're right. I've got,
and by I mean the patrons will donate a gi,
right?
And that's why they're awesome.
Right, but he hasn't reached out yet.
Yeah, I'll donate for.
I also got
that's cool.
The black belt who did the Amasa Pau pass.
Oh yeah,
he contacted us.
Fantastic.
I'm trying to line up an interview. And I'm going to check the Instagram right now to see if he's gotten back. My guess is still no. Someone looked at it, and I'm guessing it was Kip. Because you don't get on the Instagram, do you?
Not really, no.
Yeah, see? How'd I know?
Well, the thing is, even if I see something, I don't look because I figure you guys need to see that.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to ruin it, be like, oh, I never saw that because my dumbass looked at it and didn't say anything.
Well, it's also how I communicate with Al now. And he's like, I'm just going to talk to you because the dads.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Al's smart. He knows.
Al gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
I need
love
him
you,
just
Al,
like
though.
my phone number.
You should.
Al, just
That'd
text
be
me.
easier.
So J.R. Markle, he was the black belt who did the Amasa Pau. His work schedule's crazy. I'm trying to reach out and we'll do an interview and maybe do like a walkthrough of what he was thinking.
Yeah. I'm so happy about that because it's a legitimate pass. That's a good pass.
Right.
But he's just like waiting for the guy to open his legs up. He's like, he's not doing it. He's sleeping.
Yeah. And when I put it up on YouTube and Reddit, a lot of people were like, what is that called? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I seen that. A lot of people didn't know. I'm like, oh, I saw Amasa Pau. Like,
right.
I think you and Kip think the Amasa Pau is a dick move, and I think it's legit and fantastic.
It can be a dick move.
Let's look at armbars if you just whip them on.
Yeah. But like armbar versus punching someone in the throat, if you're doing it hard in training.
That's true. Yeah, I default to like everything's a dick move if done poorly. Like if I snap a toe hold on somebody, I can snap it on, or I can just be like, you know what I mean, real slow and easy.
Right.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Ask the 12-year to the day white belt. Peter, are you really a white belt for 12 years?
Yeah, boy. 12-year to the day white belt.
Ghost Ninja asks, when do my hands stop hurting?
Oh, I'd tell you. I would tell you. No, they do. I would tell you to use.
My knuckles just cracked.
Yeah, I'd tell you to use tap tape, finger tape. We should do a video on how to apply it because a lot of people I just see like they just put the tape in a circle around the knuckle. I'm like, that's not doing anything.
The X.
You got to do the X pattern, otherwise you don't help. It's like you're giving yourself like an extra set of tendons if you do it correctly, and then it's not going to hurt as much. Also, if you're death gripping everybody and not letting it go, dude, it's going to hurt. If you work on spider guard a lot, if you're a white belt, you're probably not doing a lot of spider guard, but I don't know because people are into different things, right? I know white belts that all they want to do is heel hook, so to each their own. But
you can't do in competition, so stop it.
No, dude, no, that's street fight stuff, man. Heel hook, pull guard, heel hook, win every time. So, yeah, a lot of it is just like you gotta ease up on the grip. So when I'm rolling somebody, every time they grab anything, it's like to the death. You can feel it all the way up their forearm, bicep, shoulder, and it's not doing any good, right?
Right.
So you can grab something and just hold it, and then when you go for something, you can like tighten up everything, but you don't need to like have everything tight all the time. And that's what I think a lot of people do early on is everything is like to the death. Like every grip is a death grip. You don't need to do that. So as soon as you learn that not every grip has to be as hard as humanly possible, your hands will stop hurting so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can learn how to tape correctly and also learn how to grip correctly and not like monkey grip every single time.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yep.
I mean, it took me. I still do it sometimes.
Yeah, when I first started, I took all the skin off all my knuckles on my fingers. I gripped so hard every single grip that my knuckles skin was gone. So I did it. I was that guy.
Hurts my.
Oh yeah, it was so dumb.
Rafael Nadal, tennis player, he puts tape around his fingers.
Really?
I don't know if it's for better grip on the racket or
Maybe.
what, but it's like, huh. Peter has 2 gis that he's trying to get rid of. Cool.
Nice.
I'll try and make some connections for this guy and see if we can get him some gis.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I've been focusing on keeping an open grip and not holding as long. What the hell's an open grip? Just like loose grip?
Maybe a loose grip. Yeah. If it's no-gi, it's more like rather than grabbing, you just kind of like
Monkey pot?
yeah, because you can kind of like make contact, and kind of keep contact without actually death gripping stuff.
But I found when I do certain weightlifting exercises, it's one way to phrase that. When I lift weights now, I'll do monkey paw, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
That's funny.
I'm not in jiu-jitsu right now.
Depends on. Yeah, I don't think I would do that in bench press.
Not
like
bench.
rolls
no,
off.
No. So like when I do pull-ups, I'll just do it that way.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's fine. Yeah.
Why not just grip it? Or shoulder press.
Yeah,
I'll do this.
Yeah, you're not gonna drop it on your face, so
Right.
that's fine.
And if I do, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, you have it coming.
Shoot, that was like an hour and a half already.
Dang. All right.
Time Out Apparel, timeoutapparel.com, GD10 to checkout. Oakland, Illinois. They'll be there August 28th. Submission Arts United. Patreon. Love you guys. Be sure to keep helping us out. We're going to try and hook up some guy on BJ Did Everything who wanted geese for people who need them. So we're going to try to hook that up. Eventually, we're going to get this black belt who got the Amasa Pau. He saw the message, did not respond.
The problem with interviews is everybody's busy at different times. It's really hard. So people ask a lot if they can be on the show. I'm like, I'm not opposed to it, but it's just like, one, we suck at interview. Well, I do. You're probably a lot better at it than me. Like so you might have to run that. But yeah, just getting everybody on the same page, or maybe we don't. Like maybe you and I can do it, or we'll figure something out.
I told you I did one with Robert, and it was kind of like getting to know people in the community, and it sucked. I thought it was fucking awful. Like we were doing it technically, technology. We're doing it over the internet.
Check.
This is why it sucked. Yeah, I just got caught in my words. I was like, this is dumb. I feel like I'm interviewing someone for a job versus just talking to Robert.
Right.
And then we had Robert on the show when you were gone.
Yep.
Kip and Robert did a show, and I was like, that was 10 times better than what Robert and I recorded. I'm going to try and do a podcast with the guy who got me started in jiu-jitsu. His name's Kurt Sutherland. He fought in MMA for a while, and he and I were just kind of bullshitting at work, and he was talking about how cool it is that I'm still able to do this after he showed it to me 2-3 years ago.
Nice.
We'll see if it's good or if it's shitty.
Hey, like I said, just keep on throwing shit at the wall, and if it sticks, cool. If it doesn't, well, we tried. You
Right?
know?
Yeah. We gave
we have never claimed to be professionals. Like, there's professional athletes, there's professional podcasters, and we're neither. So
somewhere in the middle, we just do this shit.
we just enjoy it. It's fun. Like we try not to take it too seriously, but we appreciate the community and what it can do for you, and want to get more people involved. I think it's great.
And on YouTube, we're at 608. So
Ooh.
we're getting, we kind of hit a lull because I've been busy with work and tennis and stuff. But
we didn't do a what'd you call it? Fight breakdown.
we didn't. Do you want to?
You got one? If you got one queued up, we can do it real quick.
I don't, because whatever you said you texted me, this is all I got.
That's it?
Yeah, I didn't get any freaking videos, you lying sack.
I might have lied. Did I send it on Facebook? Maybe.
Maybe. I don't think so. I've got the messages from Roy, because Roy messages all the time.
How about we do the Roy thing where the buggy choke defeated?
Oh, yeah.
Because that was fun.
I can pull that up.
Let's do that. Because Roy took the time out of his day to send us this video, and I appreciated it. So we'll do a breakdown.
And it's only 30 seconds.
Perfect.
All right, so, that about spilled.
All right, so we got a guy on the bottom side control, and he's going for the infamous buggy choke.
Going for it. Spoiler alert, doesn't hit.
Spoiler alert. So he's trying to wrap it up. He's like, "Yep, I got this." You could tell it. And then the guy sits up, like just picks him up, stands right up, and he's like, "Bam!" Drops him all weight on his head. The whole weight on his head. Buggy choke obviously comes apart, and he just
Ground and
starts
pound.
beating the tar out of this man. And you know he's mad because he's landed that buggy choke on so many people in the gym, and nobody's just stood up and dropped him on his neck.
Yelling at him like, "You defend yourself," and he goes, "Bro, I just got dropped on my neck. I want to play it again one more time here."
Okay, trying to set up the buggy. He's almost got it. He's like, "All right, I'm getting there." Kind of.
Is he just too loose?
Yeah, he didn't have it tight enough. He was trying to get it in, and then he just stands up, and I mean, just pile drives him in his head.
He like does one of these and looks at him. He's like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh no, I messed up." It's kind of like he was kind of like stuck in the position, like he couldn't let go. Yeah, I don't know if he didn't realize he was going to get dropped with his body weight and the opponent's body weight on his back of his head, but oh yeah, he just hung on. Oh, that poor guy. Oh. What a bad highlight reel ending for that guy. Oh,
and this was Bellator, I believe. Yep, bees on the gloves, Bellator.
Gotcha.
Wow,
look at him trying to sink it, and he just stands up like, no, that's
what do you do at that point when you're getting picked up?
You let go, because that happens if you don't.
Try and just like release everything, and
because that's legal
reset.
Here.
Yeah, right.
God, could you imagine getting dropped on your head like that?
I think it's legal in IBJJF too. That one video we broke down, the guy got slammed pretty good.
Yeah, depending on the tournament, either slamming is legal or not. So
this was a weird stoppage too, because like nothing's happening, and then he stopped. It wasn't like after a punch.
Oh, so
I agree with the stoppage. I'll say
stoppage,
that.
Yeah.
I will say that, but it was just like there was a pause in the action, and then the ref stopped it. It's like, shouldn't you do it as the guy's getting lit up? I don't know.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is not me defending.
So yeah, pro tip: like if you're trying to go for a buggy choke and they start standing up, maybe go for something else. Maybe transition. Yeah.
Just
just let
stand
go.
up again.
Oh,
because it's not tight enough. You can tell right there. Let go.
I'm not even mad at the buggy choke, but as soon as they do that, like he should have like
unhooked. Yeah, he should have just unhooked and like stood up again.
They should make it a meme like where they have like something like a thought like question marks like this is
It's that TikTok song. Oh no!
Oh no! No! Yeah,
like, that was it.
This is the appropriate.
Oh, okay. Good stoppage.
Yeah,
I get it now. Okay. My apologies, ref with the sweet beard. I don't know his name. Someone's going to light me up in the comments.
Yeah, that's fair.
You idiot. He's been a ref for 42 years.
He has been,
dumbass.
I think he refs the EBIs too.
He refs like everything.
Everything, yeah.
He tucks it into his shirt.
Yeah.
And puts it for UFC fights. It's hilarious. I love it.
Nice. Thanks, Roy.
Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it.
Good
we'll get that up on the YouTubes. All right. That's the show.
Stupid buggy choke. All right. Don't quit.
Don't quit. Press the button, Austin. Nope. Missing it.
Get the button.